Live from KPRC2 Sports, it's Countdown to Kickoff. Brought to you by HEB, Energy Transfer, and Hyundai.
Tonight on Countdown to Kickoff, it's Sunday Night Football Showdown in H-Town. Can C.J. Stroud outduel this year's #1 pick, Caleb Williams, on the national stage?
And one-on-one with safety Jalen Petrie, what it means to play in his hometown. We dissect the matchup and spotlight the keys to a win.
Plus, the story behind the new look of the team this year. And what's the hot seller with fans? We're ready to start the Countdown to Kickoff, and it's live right now on KPRC2.
And here we go.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Countdown to Kickoff. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. We are live from NRG Stadium for tonight's big, highly anticipated home opener between your Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With a win tonight, the Texans will start the season 2-0 for the first time since 2016.
It is so exciting today. The energy is electric. Fans, they're tailgating. You can hear the music. Everyone's decked out in their fans gear. They just want to help the team do whatever they can to get this win. We're less than 2 hours now from kickoff, and you can watch it right here on KPRC2.
That's right. For more about the game, we want to head inside NRG Stadium. Sports Director Randy McElvoy and sports anchor Ari Alexander. They join us now with a look at the battle of rising stars between our C.J. Stroud and Caleb Williams. Randy, Ari, this is the kind of showdown that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
No doubt about it. Looks like you guys are having a great time outside. Things are starting to pick up here inside, Ari. Fans are starting to make their way in. And, yeah, that's the matchup all week long. That kind of dominated the coverage. The quarterback matchup, year 2 for C.J. Ari. The rookie campaign for Caleb Williams. Did not start off well last week, but he's got a lot of talent. When it breaks out, we don't know yet.
Yeah, the most important position in football. The Texans got it right. 2nd overall pick. They didn't get Bryce Young.
Yep.
They got C.J. Stroud, and he immediately turned into the star quarterback that this franchise has always wanted. That's the hope for the Chicago Bears. They have been known for defense for years and years and years. And finally, they built a receiving core around a guy they drafted 1st overall, and the hope that is he has a season like C.J. Stroud did last year. Week 1, it was not that, Randy.
Right.
Less than 50% completion, not able to get any chunk plays. That's what the Texans want to try to do again, the way the Titans handled Caleb Williams.
Yeah, the offense for Chicago last week, only 148 yards on offense. They can only hope to go up, but we'll see a tough task tonight against this Texas defense. Let's take a look at the head-to-head, if we can, with C.J. Stroud and Caleb Williams. The numbers from last week, of course, the Bears play the Titans, the Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. If we could pop that up, and again, you see the numbers. Caleb, you would feel like will get more comfortable with more reps under his belt, but when you go on the national spotlight, a lot of pressure tonight.
Yeah, and you would think so, but it might be difficult this week because that receiving core I mentioned, not healthy. Rome Odunze, their 1st-round pick out of Washington, banged up a little bit. Keenan Allen is banged up, and there's potentially a chance that your only real good, strong receiver is DJ Moore. If the Texans can bracket him, take him out of the game, now you're throwing short dink and dunk tight ends and running backs, and I know that's something that the Texans can defend. It could make it tough for Caleb Williams.
We got some video to roll, too, of both C.J. Stroud and Joe Mixon. Let's start with Stroud. Just as advertised, he was in command of this offense a year ago as a rookie. It only got better as the season progressed. Now it's year 2, another offseason under his belt, and his teammates say he's better than ever.
Yeah, he's gotten better, and that's difficult for him because he was already so good as a rookie, potentially the best rookie quarterback that we have ever seen. And now you add Stephon Diggs to those receivers. Now you add Joe Mixon, a star running back, and you saw what Mixon did last week. They're controlled the ground game, and that opens up space for Nico Collins to go deep. It opens up space intermediate and short for Stephon Diggs. And then we haven't even mentioned Tank Dell, who CJ loves to throw to, and a guy that gets open really well.
I think we're going to see a big game out of Tank Dell tonight.
I think so, too.
Hey, we mentioned Joe Mixon, 159 yards on the ground last week. Here's what he had to say on Wednesday.
And Steph talk about it all the time about how we got reservations and we late. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to go get to it. And you know, when people turn on that tape and they play them Texans, they not out there bull. And when you turn on that tape, that's what you're gonna see. So we only gonna get better. We only gonna get more polished in the offensive side of it.
All right, That was Joe Mixon on Wednesday during his media session here at NRG Stadium. 159 yards. What a way to break out in his debut last week. Hey, we're joined now by a name and a face you know well, Greg Grissom, president of the Texans. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you
Looking
guys.
dapper tonight. It's national TV night.
National TV. It's our home opener. Liberty White kickoff. What could it be better?
What's it like to get the buzz in this city about this football team? We're going to hear it tonight. It's going to be louder.
Well, this place is going to be rocking. And, our team with Nick and D'Amico and CJ and Will leading the way. This city's on fire, and tonight's going to be exciting.
Yeah, an exciting year you guys going into. You had this big jersey redesign. The things look different. I know it's Liberty White tonight, but the colors are different. The logo's different. What kind of energy did you want to bring into this season, knowing that you're coming off a playoff year?
Well, we just really wanted to match the energy of the city and the team, and everything's new and fresh, and the new uniforms just represent that. We hope they also represent the city of Houston and everything that's important to all of our fans, and really it was fan-led in everything that we do, and the reaction's been off the charts. We can't keep things in stock. That's our biggest challenge, and tonight, with wearing all whites, it'll be another night for our fans to celebrate the city.
We got about a minute left here before we toss it back outside. The presence of D'Amico, we saw what happened last year in his first year getting to the playoffs. What has his presence meant to this organization? Because these fans relate to him as a player.
Well, he's a Texan, right? Yeah. And he's a Texans first. He cares about this city. He cares about this franchise. And he's just a great guy to be around. And his leadership, you can feel it from our players. You can feel it from the whole organization and his leadership. I just really couldn't say enough. And then, winning a few games on the field is pretty good, too. And I know all of our fans, that's what they care about, and that's what we're all about.
We'll have a great time tonight. Right. Hopefully a victory here in a few hours.
That's right. Go Texans.
Greg Grissom, president of the Houston Texans, hanging out with us here on the pregame show. Hey, we're going to check back later, but right now, back outside. Let's check in now with Keith Garvin and Daniel Guzman.
Okay, all right.
Up in there.
Yeah, indeed. All right, yeah, we are so excited. Thank you, Randy. Party just starting here at NRG. It's a little warm out here, but perfect for these tailgaters don't care.
Nobody cares.
No, yes, it feels good out here, actually.
We have fans on us. That's why we look a little bit cooler, but if not,
full disclosure,
really, really
yes.
hot. Okay, we're going to head over to KPRC2's Bill Barajas, who is hanging out with the tailgaters. He's right in the middle of the action with some really fired up fans. Hey, Bill.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is the place to be, the Blue Lot. Gates open just after 2. Folks were lined up at about 1 o'clock to get inside. Didn't take them long to set up. As you can see, tailgaters everywhere. Couple Bears fans, no big deal. The Texans fans all over the place. You can see some right here hanging out. Texans fans on this side over here. Everybody ready for this season opener. How about them Texans? All right, so we're going to talk to this guy real quick. Just give me your first and last name real quick.
Cesar Duran.
All right, and just tell me a little bit about your tailgate, how long you guys been doing it, and what's the vibe?
This is Doug's Tailgate. We've been doing this since 2007. We built our community on there. Good culture, good environment, great energy. We focus on taking care of the people. Man, we come out here, have a good time.
All right, so let me ask you this. Let me just, what's your prediction for tonight? What do you think?
You know what? Every game counts, and at this point, the Texans got to knock it out. Quarter by quarter, play by play. D'Amico Ryan's buttoned up some loose.
What's the score? Give it to me.
34-14.
34-14. You heard it there first. Go Texans! We'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, yeah, you know what? We had our predictions as well, Bill. She thought there was like a big gap in there. So, okay, so what did you say?
You said 28-13.
Yes.
I said 28-10.
Yeah, okay, so we think they're going to win.
We're winning regardless,
there's a
don't
3-point
matter.
difference, okay.
It's a new season,
Yes,
Keith.
it is.
We got some new gear, and of course, there's always some new delicious food here at NRG Stadium. And coming up, we're going to dive into the mouth-watering new Stadium Eats with none other than the host of Eat Like a Local, Chef Chris Shepard. He is here. He's micing up, ready to go. You're not going to want to miss it. Countdown to kickoff continues right after the break, right here on KPRC2.
All right. right, yes. Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by HEB Energy Transfer and Hyundai. From the latest gear to some exciting new food options at NRG Stadium. Plenty for Texans fans to look forward to this season.
Oh, we are joined by the man who knows Houston's food scene like no other. Eat like a local host, Chef Chris Shepard. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
My pleasure, absolutely.
Love all of your shows. So we want to dive right into this amazing food because it smells fabulous. You recently shot Eat Like a Local show here at NRG. So what were some of the things that really stood out to you?
So this year there's a ton of changes, right? There's Truth Barbecues now in the stadium, so you've got
which is awesome.
Amazing smoked meats, and then my wife and I have a full tilt hot dog here and bacon sausage, and then they just started doing other things. So you've got Good Company, you've got Trill Burger, Hugo's, the whole list keeps going on, and just the food selections just got revamped this year. You've got smoked turkey legs with, Frenchie's dirty rice stuffed into it. It's a lot.
So yeah, it's so amazing because those are all local eats. Those are things that people from Houston, we eat
like
all the time.
Favorite places.
Exactly, yeah. So unless you mentioned, you and your wife, you have hot dogs and sausages inside. I mean, as a Houstonian, as a Texans fan, what is it like to know that your food is being sold during the games?
I've had food in the stadium for about 10 years now, and so working here and being a part of it, I went from the lot to inside the stadium because we used to tailgate every game, but now we're in there, and it's one of those things that's so joyous to be able to show Houstonians and people coming from elsewhere what we do here.
Yeah. You earned your way inside.
Yeah. So I know my kiddos are going to love this Sour Patch popcorn, but this is calling my name because I like sweets.
Yeah.
It's like a pretzel.
It looks good.
I mean, it's literally a pretzel with cream cheese frosting and strawberry glaze on it. So it's like the sweet and savory component of everything you want.
Keep your eyes over here with Truth's Barbecue.
I mean, the brisket, you had me at brisket.
I mean, that's pretty beautiful. I mean, the food is just absolutely amazing here. And so it's really a good highlight of our city all in one little place for, Texans game.
Stuffed turkey leg, I mean, you can come to the stadium, you're not going to go home hungry.
No.
It's stuffed. It's stuffed, right?
There's two, right? So there's this one that's stuffed with Frenchie's dirty rice, and the other one is stuffed with Hatch green chili mac and cheese. So
wow.
I think that is like a halftime thing, because if you do that in the first quarter, you go to sleep.
Maybe share it.
You're going down.
Oh my gosh, share it. Chris, thank you. By the way, if you didn't know, NRG is in the running for the 10 Best USA Today Reader's Choice 2024 Best NFL Stadiums Food. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. That makes our food very unique, right?
Exactly, without a doubt. Yes, and again, it's so local, so we love that. All right, Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, yes, sir.
Thank
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're going to send things back inside to NRG Stadium where Randy McElvoy, Ari Alexander, they're in there standing by, watching those seats starting to really fill in.
Yeah, Randy, Ari, Sunday Night Football always brings plenty of star power to town. And you all had the chance to catch up with one Mike Tirico earlier today. Tell us what he had to say about our Texans.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of that conversation. Always good to catch up with Mike Tirico when they're in town. He makes time for us. Really a cool guy. Loves talking football.
Yeah, great to hear from Tirico. And it's big to have SNF here. This is the first time for 5 years these guys are here for the regular season. It just shows the way the Texans have grown in status these past couple of seasons.
Here's a little bit of our conversation about an hour ago with Mike Tirico. All right, we're here on the field with the voice, the face, of Sunday Night Football, Mike Tirico. Good to see you back in Houston, and the guy that works all the time nonstop for the Paris Olympics right into the NFL.
Ready for Sunday night, ready for the season, and great to be back here. It's been 5 years, so it's so nice to be back for a Sunday night game. I know we had the playoff game last year with the NBC family, but really nice to be back, and I think we're obviously back later on in the year when they play the Lions, but I think we'll be back more often the next few years.
Hey, you mentioned it's been 5 years. You saw sort of the downfall of this franchise after they were a consistent playoff team. Now you're seeing the rise. What is the key to you in that rise this past year and now going into this season?
Yeah, I think it's Nick Caserio and D'Amico Ryans, what they've built and how they've built. They had a common vision, and I think they've put it all together. But in this league, when you have a quarterback, and having a quarterback at that pick who has hit right away. C.J. Stroud is everything we thought he was from the outside. We had a chance to visit with him on Friday, come to practice, and everything you've read and heard and understood about why it's worked, you see in spades.
The head-to-head quarterback battle tonight here for Sunday Night Football. CJ, as you mentioned, established after year one. Caleb's the rookie,
right,
but high upside. What do y'all think about that, man?
Yeah, you know, I think Caleb will be better than he played in the first game, but I don't know if that necessarily will be tonight. And this is a Houston team that is where the Bears aspire to be, maybe at the end of this year or in the next year or so. I think they are rebuilding. Now, the Chicago defense is good, and Matt Eberflus is a guy who is familiar to Houston fans and watching him come in here with Indianapolis and their defense over the years that he was their defensive coordinator. So I expect a good defensive effort, but on the offensive side, can the Bears, with some injuries at wide receiver, make enough big plays to match the Texans? That'll be their challenge, in our opinion, tonight.
D'Amico Ryan's now in year number 2. What do you all see from his impact? A guy that's been here before. The players relate to him. His energy is unmatched.
I know I'm old because I did production meetings with D'Amico the player. And I felt like our production meeting with him Friday was being with D'Amico the player. He's just himself. He's very comfortable in who he is, and I think he has a passion for this franchise that shows up in the way he treats his players. And it's not like the coaches behind this big old stately desk. The coach is down there with the guys on the field, and that translates to the connectiveness of this team.
Last question for you. The Sunday Night Football show itself, it's the game that everybody has their eyes on. You're a part of it. You're the lead voice. How fun is it every single Sunday to come do this job? Do you even call it a job?
It is a job, but I love it, right? We're allowed to love our job. I enjoy the energy we have from the players. The players love being on Sunday night. Their high school coaches, their family, their peers in the league, they're all watching because it's the lone game after a day full of games. So that energy, when it's built over the years, it's fun to come to town with that history of Sunday Night Football now in its 19th year and be a part of that.
All right, great conversation with Mike Tirico. All of that's on click2houston.com, or will be shortly. Real quick, I don't know if Marino, our photographer, get a shot, but the roof is starting to open here at NRG. Ari, I don't know how long it takes for it to open, but the process is underway.
Yeah, here it goes. I know we had a couple of the panels missing from Hurricane Beryl. They've got a fix here, cleared up a bit, but that's not going to matter because this is an open air, full blue sky night football game for the Houston Texans.
All right, to Keith and Daniela, back out to you guys outside of NRG Stadium.
I mean, we got good weather. Why not?
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you know, I've been here for like 12 years, and I mean, you can count on one hand the times that their roof has been open. That's amazing.
I'm excited for that. All right, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You.
So we also know that Ari caught up with Stafford native and now Texan safety Jalen Petrie. You're going to hear more from their conversation as Jalen shares what it means to play for his hometown team. Countdown to kickoff continues right after the break right here on KPRC2.
Countdown to Kickoff on KPRC2 is sponsored by HEB, Energy Transfer, and Hyundai. Live from NRG Park, this is KPRC2 Wildcard Saturday, presented by Mattress Firm.
All right, the road to Super Bowl 58, which is going to be in Las Vegas, starts today, and Houston is a city packed with fans who are along for the ride.
Guys, we're here. We made it. We are live at NRG with thousands of those fans who are celebrating what the Texans have already accomplished this season, which has been incredible, and what they will accomplish today. We're declaring it, Keith.
That's right.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us to this Wild Card Saturday. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. I'm so excited. I want to like jump out of the chair and scream, but I don't want to lose my voice.
You've been bouncing off the wall. Yes.
We are ready, though, after a 5-year hiatus. The Texans back in the playoffs under the leadership, of course, of first-year head coach and former player D'Amico Ryans and the rookie phenom quarterback C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
My goodness, they have been a dynamic duo. Their opponent is a Christmas Eve rematch that's going to be against those Cleveland Browns in the Dog Pound.
And guess what? You can't watch it anywhere else but right here on KPRC2 starting at 3:30. But we do have extensive live team coverage this afternoon for you as we get ready for the game on this Wild Card Saturday. For more about the game, we're going to head inside NRG Stadium and check in with Sports Director Randy McElvoy, joining us now live with a look at how those Texans match up with the Browns this time around. Hi, Randy. Good to see you.
Yeah, Great to see you guys. Daniela, Keith, look like a lot of fun outside. It's going to be rocketed here by 3:30 when they kick it off. Hey, we're here to count down to kickoff. It is so good to have playoff football, Texans football, back in H-Town. Hey, they made it in last Saturday. They got some help on Sunday. And look at this. They get to host a football game. And as you mentioned, the rematch with the Cleveland Browns. We got a lot coming up over the next 30 and then beyond on KPRC 2+. Let's bring in the team now. Ari Alexander, Chancellor Johnson, Aaron Wilson. Guys, happy playoff Saturday football in the NFL with the Texans. Feels good.
This is huge because this is the biggest game that we've seen at NRG Stadium, that we have seen the Texans play in 4 years now. Just saw C.J. Stroud walk by us here. He's getting in the right mindset. Looks like they're ready to try to advance here in the playoffs.
First time since 2019, pretty much an improbable run with a rookie head coach, a rookie quarterback, but here they are. They rematch with the Cleveland Browns to potentially go on to the divisional round.
Their rookie quarterback has already made history, joining Tom Brady and Joe Montana for statistical milestones. They really have to feel good about having him back for this game. He didn't play in the first one. He's the X factor, in my opinion, in this game.
All right, let's get to a lot of content that we gathered throughout the week here at NRG Stadium. Let's begin now. Listen in to head coach DeMeco Ryans talking about the rematch and seeing these Cleveland Browns yet again.
Yeah, we're a completely different team now from our first meeting. You put the tape on, and it's like, wow. I'm encouraged by how much better we've gotten. You kind of know like who we are now. I think early in the year, every team in the league. You're trying to figure out who you are, figure out your identity. All right, how are you going to play? So, I think now, we know who we are. We know our brand of football, how we have to play, how we have to win games. And, that you figure that out throughout the year. You figure it out through a lot of growing pains, a lot of tough moments. But you figure it out, and we're in a good spot now.
Yeah, they certainly are getting to host this game, guys. DeMeco's confident. He's got some key guys back for this one.
A lot healthier with Jonathan Grenard and Will Anderson in the lineup. Not to mention, I'm told that Robert Woods and Noah Brown expected to be active. All hands on deck. Jerry Hughes, the only key player, out for this game that's still on the active roster.
All right, C.J. Stroud, of course, is going to be in this football game. Ari, they're excited to have him back because he was still out when they played a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and this is a totally different offense for the Houston Texans when their rookie quarterback, who had one of the greatest, if not the greatest rookie year in NFL history, is on the field versus some of the backups. We'll see what C.J. can do against this Browns defense.
All right, C.J. sat down with NBC Sports. Of course, they've got the game. Todd Blackledge sat down with the Texans rookie quarterback. Here's some of that conversation.
It's super special. I think the last time we had a playoff game was 2019. And I don't know if it was here or not, but I know it means more to the city of Houston than we could ever imagine. So I'm really, really excited to see the environment in the stadium, just the buzz. I've already heard a lot of great things, so I can't wait to just get here and see the environment and play in front of that energy.
Yeah, in fact, he's referencing the energy that he's going to see here. It's going to be a first for C.J. Stroud in this playoff atmosphere.
For sure. The last time the Texans took on the Browns here just a couple of weeks ago, there were a lot of Browns fans in the stands here, but I'm expecting a rocking NRG Stadium. The first time that they've had a playoff game since 2019. Excited to see them and how they fare off against the Browns today.
Look back at that year. It was electric. They beat the Buffalo Bills. Overtime win. Ka'imi Fairbairn makes a field goal. Ka'imi Fairbairn still ultra-reliable kicker. Only missed one field goal this year and one extra point.
All right, again, getting to the playoffs, huge for this organization. DeMeco Ryans, all the players, the staff. How about the ownership? Well, I had a chance to sit down. Here's a little bit of my conversation with Chairman and CEO Cal McNair and VP of the Texans Foundation, Hannah McNair, inside the stadium as they get ready for what they expect to be a very big day.
Do you look back now, as difficult as that stretch was, that, okay, it was painful at times, but, it was kind of worth going through that to get to this point, to turn it around? DeMeco, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson. I mean, you're starting to get this young talent in here. Do you look back at that stretch at that way?
Well, it's sort of an overnight success that took several years to get here. So you're right, and it was a journey. Like Hannah mentioned, we had to stay the course. We knew where we wanted to get to with the type of folks we wanted in the building, and we really have them, and we're really excited. And this is just a start, so we're really happy right now.
Hindsight is 20/20. It's easy to say, oh, well, we wouldn't be here without all of that turmoil, unfortunately, that we had to go through. But again, I mean, when we trust God's plan and what He has us being His vessel for this organization and for this city, I mean, can't go wrong.
Well, a lot of emotion, Ari, with Hannah and Cal. Past these lean years, they're now reaping the rewards of some success with D'Amico Ryans.
And I think they got to be happy with what they're going to see today in the stands. It is a sellout. If you want to get in the building, get a ticket, secondary market's going to be your friend.
There you go. Hey, we're going to stick around. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. We're just getting started on the pregame show. Right now, let's toss it back outside of NRG Stadium once again to Keith Garvin and Daniela Guzman. Take it away, guys.
Yes, thank you, guys. Looking sharp there, all four of you. Thank you.
I don't know if you can hear this music behind us, but the party here has started. We have some mariachi music going on. We're singing along. The fans having so much fun. Let's head over to KPRC2's Kathy Hernandez, who hopefully is partying with some of those fans.
Yeah, Kathy is in the blue lot. Kathy, we know you're excited and ready. How about those fans out there?
It is a party here in the blue lot. We are here at Nup Set Tailgates, and they are ready for a Texans win. Let's go, baby! And guess who it is? We have the ultimate fan here. He is the Texans fan of the season. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What an honor it is. Tell us how you feel.
You. Man, I am the energy in NRG, baby. Woo!
Tell us, why do you do this every year? Been a Texans fan a long time.
Because, I mean, what else place? Bob built this place for every fan in Houston to enjoy. And I'll be damned if I'm not there in that stadium every game for the rest of my life, I promise you.
First time the Texans are in the playoffs since 2019, and how does it feel?
It's been a long 3 years. It's been a long 3 years. But you can bet when that clock starts, I'm going to be in my seat, and I'm going to be ready to go. You can guarantee that and take it to the bank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, Freddie. This is Freddie. He is here with Nup Set Tailgates. Y'all been coming out here for years and years. How does it feel, Texans being in the playoffs?
Feels real good. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to win. We're going to be the world champs.
There you go. You are ready.
Baltimore has nothing. Cleveland has nothing. We're coming for you. We're coming for the Lombardi. Let's go.
There you go. We are Nup Set Tailgates in the blue lot. And I don't think I have to say anything else except go Texans!
The blue lot is lit. The blue lot is lit. Okay, we love it. We love it.
When we were walking up here, there were some tailgaters. They were so excited.
They were ready.
You know that
a couple hours ago. They've been here for a while.
Yeah, and the food they were making was so good, and the drinks. It was so nice.
It all smells so good.
Let's talk about this great weather for tailgating. I mean, how amazing is this? The sky, a little bit of breeze, but it's pretty perfect.
Frank, this is a beautiful day for some football.
Okay, I think we're live, finally. I want to talk to Evelyn, who does all this, and Albert. How many people are here?
Over 200 at least.
You put this on every time we're tailgating?
Yes, we do. My husband and I, Albert, we put this on every single home game.
Yeah, I hear y'all do it all.
We do it nice, big, and everybody is welcome to come here.
Awesome. You got a television. What kind of food are you cooking?
We cook pulled pork, brisket, sausage, chicken, all sandwiches, and he's a fantastic cook. I mean, look,
the best barbecue here on the blue lot. Best barbecue here on the blue lot, I guarantee it.
I'm going to have to be the witness or the judge of that. Absolutely. So, and I hear y'all clean this all up too.
Absolutely. We don't leave a crumb behind. We clean it up.
That's honest tailgating right there.
Yes,
Who's going to win this?
Before we went to break, we asked you a question. Who do the Texans play in the last home playoff game during the 2019 season? If you didn't Google it, we're proud of you.
Yes. If you picked the right team, which is we're going to show you was the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
You are correct. Woo-hoo. That is right. The Texans won in overtime 22-19 on Kaimi Fairbairn's 28-yard field goal. You heard our Houston Texans insider mention that a couple minutes ago.
Yeah,
so if you've been paying attention, yeah, you would have gotten that answer for sure. But yes, the Bills. And we're looking for another great win. I don't care how close it is. If it's by 1 point, if it's by 30, I'll take it. It doesn't really matter.
What really matters. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
By the way, you know, everyone's so hyped up. We're really excited here at NRG Stadium, but this isn't the only place where everyone's super excited, right? Yeah. There are a lot of fans. They're gathered around. Some of you are your TV. Some of you are out in bars and restaurants cheering them on. Wherever you are, you're doing the right thing.
That's right. We want to get
Texans.
Yes, go Texans. Yeah, we want to get back to our Mario Diaz. Again, as we mentioned, he's at Christian's Tailgate in Westview. Mario, talk to us. What is the atmosphere out there like as they get ready for kickoff?
Keith, we're talking about football in January with the Texans. Everyone's excited, including this bunch. Texas fans loading up before they go to the game. David Lemus, you've been a fan from day one. How does it feel going in today?
It feels good. Finally going back to the playoffs. Feels good.
Did you think you'd be in this position with this team at the start of the year?
With our new quarterback, yes, I did.
You did. Layla, how excited are you?
Oh, my God!
They had a tough game against these guys just a few weeks ago. They had a tough game. Wow, is this going to be different today, guys? Right here. How's it going to be different?
Well, we got a quarterback back, and he's good. He's ready to play.
All right. See, that's true. That's right. We got our quarterback. Hey, stay away from the ball because he just fumbled that one. All right. We also have, I'm going to tell you, you also have some Browns fans here that are out here. Surprisingly, they're at Christian's Tailgate. You know what's interesting? Because, all right, enough of them. Because of the weather in Cleveland, they've been having some issues where they haven't been able to get as many fans as they wanted to of the Midwest weather. We got Duval and Isabel. You guys are excited about the game?
Oh, yeah. Go Texans, baby.
So excited. First time ever going to a Texans game. So, yeah.
You're going to a playoff game.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you win, that means you're the good luck charm.
I know. I'm hoping that's the case.
All right, have a great time. Last interview here. We got Karina, Carmine. You guys flew in from Alabama, D.C. You're a family. Yep. The reason this game for you were surprised was because of how tickets were so cheap here in Houston, right?
They're cheap here, but a lot of our friends didn't make it here because of the weather. So
that's what happens when you have the Midwest weather. And outside here, it is beautiful. Of course, the Texans fans are expecting a beautiful outcome. Keith and Daniela, at the end of this one, it's so great to be talking about playoff football with the Texans in January.
Man, it just brings a different type of excitement, Mario. You are right. Thanks so much. Those fans look ready. It's great to see that there are Browns fans in there.
Yeah,
because
we saw a couple walking around. They were very chill.
We are going to treat Cleveland Browns fans, any fans, we're going to give them the best hospitality.
The Southern hospitality.
We just want the game to be miserable for you guys. We're going to treat you right, but we want the outcome to be miserable for you guys. That's the hope. Okay, all right, Mario.
Everyone's been really nice.
Yes, they have. Yeah, really nice. Okay, Mario, thank you. Looks like they're having fun there. Okay, Stafford native and now Texan safety Jalen Petrie. He also is a former Baylor Bear. He gets set for his very first playoff game coming up. He is going to talk to Randy about what this team needs to get this win.
Yeah, but hold on. Before we head to break, history is on the Texans side on this wildcard Saturday. The Texans, by the way, are 4-2 all-time in the wildcard round.
That's right. We are all hoping that is going to be 5-2 after this game. Stay with us. Wildcard Saturday continues right here on KPRC2 and the live stream.